Pickett and the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Give him 32 on the play.
I don't don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it.
Here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
First down. Here's Burrow.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A give up the middle to Evans.
Bust through the tackle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Evans.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Evans running behind center.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I'd like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Off play action, Pickett. An impressive catch by Pickens.
And he's going to be taken down right there at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. It's caught downfield by Mechie.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Pickens on the slant.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Pickett right back to the air again. Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here's Pickett.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Now Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Bengals getting set to go.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of the defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Evans is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Pickett now on 1st down. Mechie has it on the slant.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Nick Chubb, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Russell Wilson, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This is Harris on the draw, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On the give, this is Harris. And down to the 36-yard line here.
2nd down and 3. Pickett back to throw. This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Pickett sets up play action.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
To the air on first down with Pickett. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
The Bengals set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go. Here we go. Shut him down. Shut him down. Let's do this.
Complete two-player play. A gain of 21 yards. And the Bengals first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A give running right is Evans.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll go again here with Evans.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Come on, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Evans running straight ahead.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And he'll go underneath here to Evans.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun, Pickett
completes this one to Pickens.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
On the screen, this is Evans.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
Off play action, Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Got an open man. It's Washington. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's caught by Johnson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Finds Pickens out right.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Pickett to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. 3rd down and 13.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.